Hello, my dear people. Let's talk about something gripping. Wait a second. Я нажимаю вниз. Oh. Imagine you are standing at the edge of something big. A decision, an opportunity, a risk. You know that if you take just one step forward, things could change, but your feet feel glued to the ground. Sound familiar? We have all been there. We want to take the leap, but something stops us. Fear, doubt, maybe even comfort itself. And before we know it, we always talk ourselves out of it. Maybe next time, maybe when I'm more prepared, maybe when I feel braver. But here's the truth. Next time isn't really a guarantee. Things that could change your life aren't waiting for you inside your comfort zone. They're waiting just beyond it. So today, let's talk about why crossing boundaries is essential, how to do it wisely, and most importantly, why most people never do it. Just a year ago, I had the opportunity to stand on a TED stage for the first time. I could have just stood there and talked like everyone else, but I wanted to do something different, something people wouldn't forget. So instead of just speaking, I danced. Now let's be clear, I didn't do this because I wanted attention. I did it because dance has always been my way of pushing boundaries. Over the past 2 years, I have choreographed 10 performances, each designed to challenge expectations. And every time I asked myself, what hasn't been done before? And then I did it. The result? Every time I stepped outside the normal, people paid attention. They connected. And I realized playing it safe doesn't make an impact. Taking risks does. But more than that, it changed me. It made me realize that when I step beyond what I know, I grow in ways I never expected. Dancing on that stage enhanced the confidence in my voice, in my body, and even in my choices. It taught me that creativity thrives when we remove limits. It showed me that the world responds when we dare to show us our fullest selves. But what happens when we don't cross our boundaries? When we let fear make our decisions for us? 1. We stay stuck in what is comfortable and mistake it with what is right. 2. We miss opportunities before they even have a chance to exist. And 3. We let doubt control our lives. Just think about it. How many times have you wanted to try something new? How many times have you thought, what if I fail? But let me flip the question. What if you don't? What if the thing that you're afraid to do is actually the thing that could change your life? And while setting personal boundaries is often important, sometimes people use boundaries as a way for healthy self-protection. They try to avoid responsibility or to stay within their comfort zone rather than as a tool for healthy self-protection. There is a fine line between knowing when to say no and when the fear is disguising itself as wisdom. True growth comes from knowing and recognizing which limits serve us and which ones only hold us back. So now, before you guys run out of here and quit your job to become a ballet choreographer, let's talk about how to do it wisely. Number 1, recognize which limits help you, which limits protect you, and which ones only hold you back. Not all limits are bad. Some keep you safe, but others, they just keep you small. 2nd, start small before taking big leaps. If public speaking terrifies you, don't start with a TED Talk. Start by raising your hand in class. 3rd, use your critical thinking to measure possible risks and rewards. Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And what is the best? And what is the least lesson either way? And of course, learn from past experiences to enhance your decision making. Every boundary you cross gives you data. Use it, adjust, evolve. Crossing boundaries isn't about being fearless, it's about being strategic. And history is full of examples of people who dared to step beyond the limits of their time and change the world because of it. For instance, let's talk about Charles Darwin. He challenged the dominant religious and scientific views of his time by proposing the theory of evolution through natural selection. At a time when most people believed species were static creations, Darwin presented evidence from his voyages and meticulous studies. And Lev Vygotsky broke from behaviorist tradition and introduced the social-cultural theory of cognitive development. Unlike many of his contemporaries who thought that intelligence was purely innate or developed through isolated experiences, Vygotsky argued that learning is fundamentally shaped by social interaction. So, here's my challenge for you. Think of one thing you've been too afraid to do. One boundary you know you need to cross. Got it? Now, what is one small step you can take towards your target today? Because the truth is, the best version of yourself isn't waiting for you to stay where you are. It is waiting just beyond where you're afraid to go. So, get out of yourself, step beyond, and see what happens. Thank you. But that is not all. Let me cross the boundary one more time. I would like to show you how do I perceive the dance.